All right. In this video, we're talking about the ThinkSystem SD650-N V3 server from Lenovo. This is a 1U Intel-based, fully liquid-cooled server. We're going to talk a little bit about liquid cooling and some of the engineering benefits of this server. Everything that I talk about can be found in lenovopress.com, in the product guide, in this 3D tour, and in the datasheet. Now here we just have one individual server. We can see the internal components, but I want to take a step back and look at the rack view. So this is what that server would look like if there were many of them populating an entire rack in a data center. From the rear, we can see that these servers actually go into an enclosure, and it's multiple enclosures in this rack. So taking a look at this enclosure, there's a couple of different form factors to this server and a couple of different components that can go in this server. But for this, we will be sticking with this one. On the back side of this enclosure, you can see power supplies and Neptune branding. Neptune is going to be the overarching brand for Lenovo for all liquid cooling and heat mitigation. Looking at the rear view of this server, an enclosure, we can see air-cooled power supplies along with water-cooled power supplies. When we're talking about water cooling, we're looking at reducing data center energy costs. Usually fans cool servers and hot air goes out into the data center, which needs to be cooled by the HVAC of the data center. In liquid cooling, there aren't fans in the server and the data center isn't getting nearly as hot, thus reducing the workload of the HVAC, thus reducing the overall cost of the data center. With liquid cooling, heat removal is significantly more efficient than with air, so your components are able to perform higher and really utilize their full capabilities. When we're looking at this water manifold for this system, you can see how this would attach to the back of the rack and get the water to the different servers. In the enclosure, there's going to be a cooling distribution unit as well, not depicted here, that's going to distribute the water through this manifold and into the individual servers. Cool water going in the blue while hot water is exiting the red. Going to the individual server itself, we can see the water inlet and outlet. Taking a top-down view, this server is mainly focused on CPU and GPU, so 2 CPUs, 4 GPUs, not a lot of room for other components, so really focused on high performance compute here. Workloads from technical computing, grid deployments, analytics, and is ideally suited for fields such as research, life sciences, energy, simulation, and other engineering, along with artificial intelligence, inferencing, or training, really utilizing those GPUs and CPUs in this system. Now, the industry is trending upward when it comes to higher performing components. Higher performing components are going to use more power. More power equals more heat, and that means those components need to be cooled. Having all of these very powerful components in a 1U form factor is going to need a liquid cooling. There's no way around it. So that's how we're able to get the performance out of this system, along with having those components perform at very high levels while maintaining the thermal temperature needed to actually perform. If we look at this from a top view, we'll be able to see the actual components listed in this server with more components available in the product guide. The front view is going to give us a good view of the networking capabilities of the server, along with system management lights and system management ports. If we go to the direct water cooling, we can actually see the flow of water through this server. Here you can see the blue flowing across all the copper, cooling the components, and the red is going to be the warm water leaving the system. Lenovo uses all copper components and these stainless steel dripless quick connects for best-in-class reliability. Lenovo's been water cooling since 2012, so this is engineering at its finest. This isn't something that's new to Lenovo. They've been around and doing this for quite some time. Using water, there is no need for a special technician or a special refrigerant or any special disposal methods when these servers reach end of life. And not only that, Lenovo pressure tests their systems at manufacturing and at install to ensure there's no leaks, giving Lenovo some additional benefits of their water-cooled technology. That being said, that's everything that I wanted to cover in this quick video. If you want more information, lenovopress.com has a full product guide, fully go through this 3D tour and the data sheet. If you like this video, let me know in the comments. If you want to see more information like this, let me know. Thanks for watching. Till next time.